Picture this. It's Monday morning. Your alarm goes off, you drag yourself out of bed, sit in traffic for an hour, and spend $4,000 a month just to exist in a city that's slowly draining your soul and your bank account. Now picture this. Same Monday morning, you wake up naturally, no alarm. Your commute is a 30-second walk to a cafe where your entire breakfast costs $2. Your rent for the month? $400 for a place with a view that most people only see on vacation. Which version sounds better? Because I'm here to tell you, the second one isn't a fantasy. It's called being a budget nomad. And by the end of this 50-part series, you'll know exactly how to make it your reality. Let me guess. You're watching this because something isn't working. Maybe you're making decent money, but somehow you're still broke at the end of every month. Rent or mortgage eats half your paycheck, car payments, insurance, subscriptions you forgot you had, eating out because you're too exhausted to cook, weekend spending just to feel something other than the Monday to Friday grind. The average person in a major city spends between $3,000 to $5,000 a month just to live a pretty average life. And that's not even living it up. That's just existing. And here's the kicker. You're working 40, 50, 60 hours a week to afford a lifestyle you barely have time to enjoy. You get 2 weeks of vacation a year if you're lucky, and you spend most of it stressed about the work piling up while you're gone. Does this sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of people are trapped in what I call the high-cost, low-freedom lifestyle. You have a job, but do you have a life? There's another way, and it doesn't require you to be rich, have a trust fund, or win the lottery. What if I told you that you could cut your living expenses by 50 to 70%, live in beautiful places most people only dream of visiting, have more freedom, more time, and more experiences, all while spending less money than you do right now? That's not hype. That's not exaggeration. That's the budget nomad lifestyle. And that's what we're going to build together over the next 50 videos. So what exactly is a budget nomad? Let me break it down. Budget nomad, noun. A person who has mastered the art of living a rich, fulfilling, location-independent life on a modest income by optimizing their lifestyle for freedom, experience, and financial sustainability. Let me explain each part of that. First, location-independent. This means you're not tied to one expensive city or country. You have the freedom to live where it makes sense for you, financially, culturally, emotionally. Maybe that's Bali for $800 a month. Maybe it's Lisbon for $1,200. Maybe it's Mexico City, Chiang Mai, or a small town in Spain. The world becomes your neighborhood, and you choose based on your priorities, not because that's where you happen to be born or where your company has an office. In San Francisco, a one-bedroom apartment averages $3,000 a month. In Medellin, Colombia, $400 for something gorgeous. Same work, same income, completely different quality of life. Second, modest income. Here's the beautiful secret. You don't need to be wealthy to be a budget nomad. In fact, some of the best budget nomads I know make $2,000 to $3,000 a month, and they're living better than people making $100,000 a year in expensive cities. How? Geographic arbitrage. That's a fancy term for a simple concept. Earn money in strong currencies, dollars, euros, pounds, and spend it in places where your money goes further. $3,000 in New York equals struggle. $3,000 in Bali equals thriving. Same income, completely different realities. This isn't about being cheap, it's about being smart. It's about designing a life where money is a tool for freedom, not a prison. But here's what makes someone a true budget nomad. It's not just about the money or the location, it's the mindset. Budget nomads collect memories, not stuff. We'd rather spend $30 on a cooking class in Thailand than $300 on a jacket we'll wear twice. We live in smaller spaces because we're not in those spaces that much. We're out exploring, learning, connecting. Core principle number 2, freedom over status. We don't care about impressing people with fancy cars or designer brands. We care about having the freedom to wake up and choose our day. We measure wealth in time and autonomy, not in square footage or Instagram-worthy purchases. Budget nomads are intentional about every dollar and every decision. We don't spend mindlessly. We don't follow the default path. We question everything. Do I need this? Does this align with my values? Is this moving me toward freedom or away from it? We share tips, help each other out, and celebrate wins together. The Budget Nomad community isn't about who has the coolest Instagram or the most countries visited. It's about genuine connection and mutual support. This isn't about running away or being a perpetual tourist. It's about building a sustainable lifestyle that you can maintain for years, even decades. It's about slow travel, deep experiences, and creating a life that feeds you rather than depleting you. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds amazing, but is it for me? Let me tell you who this lifestyle is perfect for. Remote workers who are already location independent but didn't realize they could leverage it. Freelancers and digital entrepreneurs who want to stretch their income further. People in life transitions, recently graduated, recently retired, recently realized their current path isn't working. Anyone drowning in high cost of living who wants off the hamster wheel. Adventure seekers who are tired of living for 2 weeks of vacation a year. Minimalists who want to test just how little they need to be happy. Anyone who feels like there's more to life than what they're currently experiencing. You don't need to be rich, young. I know budget nomads in their 60s and 70s. Single. Families do this too. Fluent in multiple languages. An extreme extrovert or hardcore backpacker. You just need to be willing to think differently, plan strategically, and take action. Over the next 50 videos, I'm going to give you the complete roadmap. We're talking how to find and secure remote work or build location-independent income, which countries and cities offer the best value for budget nomads, visa strategies so you can stay legal and stress-free, how to find affordable accommodation in any country, travel hacking to fly cheaper or even free, managing money across countries and currencies, building community wherever you go, staying healthy without expensive health insurance, dealing with taxes and legal stuff, yes, we'll cover it, maintaining relationships back home, solo travel versus traveling with partners or families, digital tools that make nomad life easier, safety and security on the road, and so much more. This isn't theory. These are real strategies I use and that thousands of budget nomads around the world use every single day. By the end of the series, you'll have a complete blueprint. Here's what I want you to do right now. Subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. All 50 videos are coming, and you don't want to miss a single one. Comment below and tell me, what's your biggest obstacle to living this lifestyle? What's holding you back? Is it money, fear, not knowing where to start? I read every comment, and your answers will help me make sure this series gives you exactly what you need. Start getting excited. Because the life you're daydreaming about during your commute, during boring meetings, during those Sunday evenings when the thought of Monday makes you want to cry, that life is possible. And it starts right here, right now. In the next video, we're going to destroy the biggest myths about the budget nomad lifestyle. All those reasons people tell themselves it won't work. Spoiler alert, they're wrong. I'm Richard, and welcome to your new life as a budget nomad. Let's do this.